Good morning, folks, and happy Wednesday. I hope and pray that you are doing well this morning and that today finds you well in the graces and the mercy and the love of God. I want to read to you today from the book of Proverbs, chapter number 4 and verse number 23. And remember, Proverbs is a wisdom book. It's all about wisdom. In the book of Proverbs, Solomon tells us that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. But in that vein, he tells us in verse 23 of chapter number 4, keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it spring the issues of life. You know, the writer of Proverbs, Solomon, the wisest of all, he exhorts us to guard our heart. He says, keep it with all diligence. And either yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, I talked about how we have to remember that we've got to be on guard as to what comes into our mind, as to what comes into our heart. This speaks right to that. Guarding our heart, keeping our heart with all diligence. Christian, that is our responsibility. We need to be keeping our hearts, guarding what comes into our hearts, because Solomon tells us right here, for out of the heart spring the issues of life. Excuse me. If we are not keeping our hearts, then what do you think is going to come out? It's just like in a computer program. If you put garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. If we allow garbage, as it were, to come into our heart, then what are we going to send out? More garbage, right? But if we allow all of those good things Paul tells us about in Philippians to come into our mind, come into our heart, when we focus on those things that are good, Christian, then what are we going to do? Out of our heart, it's going to spring those type of things. It's all in keeping our hearts so that we will be effective for the kingdom of God. I hope and pray that you get some encouragement and a challenge from this today. Remember, today's Wednesday, Oak Level. We're not having Bible study tonight. We're having prayer meeting and church council. So I invite you to come and be a part of our planning for the upcoming months in the church. It's going to be an exciting time. And I said on Sunday during our homecoming celebration that God is blessing us. And we need to harness those blessings and seek His will for the direction of the ministry of the church in the coming year, and I believe we're going to do that. So come and be a part of all of that wonderful, wonderful planning tonight. We're certainly going to be in prayer tonight. Continue to be in prayer for those that are affected by the storms and those that are providing relief efforts for that, and very, very important work. And just thank God for all the reports of just so many people going to those places, giving of their time, giving of their talent, giving of their treasure, and helping those that need that help. You know, when we do that, Christ tells us we're doing that to Him. When we help out the least of these, then we're doing it unto Christ. So thank God for that. Continue to keep that in your prayers. Continue to do what you can. And, if that's donating some items, then donate some items. If that's giving some money, give some money. But most definitely be in prayer for God to intervene in those situations. You know, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. Storms are going to come. They're either literal or they're figurative, but they're going to come. But we trust those storms to the Master. And then He gives us what we need to weather through them. So be in prayer for that. Remember to come and be in prayer tonight. We're going to pray over our prayer list, pray over our concerns, and then we're going to be in church council tonight. So come and be with us 6 p.m. tonight at Oak Level. Love you, folks, and I'll talk to you a little bit later. God bless you.